Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This one is pretty crazy, so why don't we get started? I was looking on Discord one day because, well, I've been doing that every day for the last few weeks because of summer break and all, and I've been really bored, so I was thinking about ideas for videos, because what more do I have to do? I mean, there's nothing really to do other than just a blob. But then I was thinking, I like Block Bros, and I'm not doing anything, so why don't I turn it into something else? Like, what if I turned Block Bros, which is a platformer slash creator game, into a first-person shooter? Now, I was thinking about how I was going to do this, and I realized I'm really not that great at game design, and I'm really novice at code. And I don't really have any good game maker engines either. But then I remembered something. I have an app called FPS Maker 3D. It's a pretty simple FPS making software for mobile. And there's no code at all, so you can just go in and make your assets and then just make stuff. The only downside is that you have to pay for 3D modeling, but I already had that paid for, so I can add 3D models to my game too. So, I was pretty much prepared for this already. I just had to get started making the game. So after a few minutes of thinking, I immediately got started to creating the textures for our game. I've tried my best to recreate some of the Block Bros textures, but because of how the colors are in this software, it made it kind of hard to replicate exactly what they look like. So I just opted for making it similar to the Block Bros textures, but not fully the same. So for like the default block, it doesn't look exactly like the default block, but it looks kind of like the default block. It uses a similar color scheme, except that there are different browns from the ones on the actual default block, making things sort of difficult in a way, because I still want it to look like the original Block Bros textures, but it'll look different anyway because of the different shades of colors used in the software. I also went ahead and made a few other ones, like Gravity Block and both Ladder Blocks. It was really easy to make those ones because they've got a pretty simple design. And for the horizontal ladder block, all I had to do was to just copy the vertical one and then flip it horizontally. It was pretty easy. Sadly, when I get to making the objects later, I won't be able to actually make them switch gravity or climbable, because for some reason that's just not here. Because like I said, there's no code for this, it's just simple assets, so it's not really complicated and you can't really make things like that, which is kind of limiting, but that's okay because, you know, this game isn't meant to be perfect, it's just meant to be stupid, to be honest. Like, this isn't meant to be some serious top-of-the-notch game or anything. It's just meant to be turning Block Bros into a first-person shooter, which is a really stupid idea in itself, if I'm really honest. But this was just something fun for me to do. So I have something to do over my summer break, you know? Anyway, so after that, I made a couple more textures and actually got started on making the levels for the game. I made a spike that kills you instantly, like in the Block Bros game, and I also made an enemy, which is me. The way I'm doing enemies is that I'm actually using Block Bros usernames. Like, I'm going to put Block Bros usernames above their head, and I'm going to add a skin that they use. And depending on the person, they'll do different things. So for example, I do nothing. My weapon of choice is just a knife. And that's really about it. That's all I do. I am the first enemy in the game, not counting spikes. So yeah, that is my choice of enemies. Oh, whoa, I was just playing Block Bros. What happened? I have a gun. What? Oh, hi, Corny33. What are you doing? Why are you shooting at me? Ah! Stop that. Ah! That really hurts. Oh, man, I gotta get out of here. Stop that. Ah, he's chasing me! Ah! Hey, come on, man, please. You don't want to do this. We're friends, right? There's another one. Don't worry about that. Anyways, so that's going to be the basic enemy AI and such for some of the enemies. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, after a few days of procrastinating on this game and not actually working on it, I finally started creating more levels. Here is me building one right now. And to conclude that day, I made a couple more levels. I was getting closer to this really stupid game. And finally, after a couple more days of procrastinating, I finally decided that it was time to finish this creation. I mean, I don't want to keep the fans waiting for another week, like I have done now. So, it's time to finish this. And after a few days, I managed to make the game. Now, if you really want to play it, you have to waste $4 on this game that you might not ever use. But, if you really want to, you can do that. Before this video ends, I just want to humbly apologize for not uploading last week. I'm waiting for a charger for my better quality device so that I can actually start making more things for you guys. And as you can tell, Glock Bros took a bit of work. Anyways, I'm sorry this took so long. I might do a playthrough of Glock Bros at some point, but I'll see you guys later.